The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Set to kick off.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10 is Conner. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He gets it left side to Johnson. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mayfield to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Mayfield off the play fake. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Ebron caught left side. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. JoJo Natson back deep. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. back right around the 48-yard line. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On second down now, it's Connor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Schwab, there he goes, right side. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
You gotta love it, baby.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Cody Parkey lining up for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Mayfield again. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry, 43 yards. And the Browns add up. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right.
It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10.
For this.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
For first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mayfield now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And this offense continues to pour it on. Parkey adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Eric Ebron.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And the ball is knocked out. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. A 6-yard pickup.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
20-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception.
Do what we do.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Take over first and 10.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. The 40. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
40.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3 from the gun again to Connor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph.
Roethlisberger will throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, 30 yards. And the Steelers are able to get a score back.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
Well, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Going deep here for Landry. That's going to be caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are pouring it on. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
I know we could sit up here
46
and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Brings up third down.
So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
It's fourth down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked up, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Eluding the pressure right. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
You don't like this!
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch. He's got a man, complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham, 85 yards. And the Browns continue to roll. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He's going to look deep now for Landry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 83 yards. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Connor going to try and run it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, 46 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to...